Yo, what up? Um, I'm looking at this shit right now. I've been, I guess, quote, busy. And, it was like, what, March or some kind of shit when Twitch, broke the news that the game was closing. And, so I have two Twitch channels. I'm just going to say whatever. I'm going to speak bluntly because I just want to get through this. Whatever that means. I have two Twitch channels, and when they did the thing, so like, do I need to go through this? Okay, I'll go through it. So, yeah, I don't know if it was in March or February or whatever. Twitch announced VODs go away. Highlighted VODs, highlighted streams, going away basically. That's a simplification, but more or less that's what it was for me. And being that on my main Twitch channel I had like fucking, I don't know how, like I forgot the number. It was either like 1,200, 1,400 streams, maybe even like closer to 2,000 or some shit. I don't know. And then I have a second Twitch channel that I'm not gonna name that had like 700 or whatever. And so I spent like a couple of months literally just sitting, downloading like 10 of them every day, and then re-uploading them to this YouTube channel and another. And this one's the one I believe I did second out of the two. I didn't do them simultaneously. I think I did my alt first, and then I did this. And so I'm at a bit of a crossroads here. That's all. I'm making this video because just for no reason really. It doesn't matter, but because it's like no one cares. But it's where it's like whatever. It's like sometimes I just do things for my own sanity, I guess. But I'm looking at this here, and the idea with the alt was the dates just so happen to kind of line up to where I made it so that every day that each VOD was streamed, that day, 5 years later or whatever, it would be published on the YouTube channel. It's not necessary for it to be published. In fact, on my all my VODs were private, but I had saved every single one I ever did on that channel. On this channel, that wasn't the case, though. On my main channel, on my main Twitch channel, that everyone knows, that was not the case. And I'm just now kind of figuring out kind of the timeline. Because I had a lot of VODs that I had downloaded from way back, and I didn't even get around to, a lot of them are sitting on my old Mac. And I never even got around to uploading them, even though that was the plan at one point or another, whatever the fuck. So what happened, I guess a rough estimate, my rough estimate account of what happened is I streamed, maybe started streaming in like 2016 or 17. And apparently I saved some of the VODs from that period for whatever reason. Apparently I knew how. And then I guess I didn't save VODs until I guess like midway through 2018, it seems like. And the reason why I'm gathering this now is because a lot of my uploads are jumbled and misordered in the beginning, in the 2017-2018 period. And I'm realizing right now, as I'm kind of looking at it, we have like December 15th. Okay, that's not even a stream. That was actually a YouTube video. But even so, like, are there any streams? Let me look. Are there any streams from 2017? So even if there isn't, I mean, that doesn't really change what I'm saying. So I guess what I'm saying is, yeah, I'm not seeing any streams from 2017. But I definitely did stream in 2017. And perhaps even in 2016. So what I'm saying though is I'm trying to do the same thing on this channel, and I'm scheduling uploads, but I'm realizing that some of my uploads were literally just uploads that it's hard to explain, but like the last few videos are edits, like COD edits, and those were just because I wanted, like back when I was like 17 and I had started streaming on Twitch, I was like trying to treat Twitch like it was YouTube. So I started uploading all my YouTube videos to Twitch, and I started with just a bunch of my edits, and so that's why they're there. They're there just for the sake of, because they were on my Twitch, 8 years later or whatever. So that's why the COD edits, and those are from 2017. All the dates are correct. All the dates are there no matter what. They're in the description. Not that, and again, it doesn't matter. No one really cares or has to care. But there's a little bit of a discrepancy here because it's currently November. It's November 4th. And the 2017 uploads for my YouTube channel that are scheduled currently ends on December 15th, 2017. And then the first actual VOD, aka I guess sort of the oldest VOD I actually have. Sorry, there's a bug. There's like a fucking gnat flying around. The oldest VOD that I apparently have seems to be July 28th, 2018. So, it's fucking gnat. So, point being, normally I wouldn't care. But if I'm going to schedule these uploads, it just feels annoying. So for some reason, it just feels annoying to me to have it be so that there's an upload. There's a couple uploads. There's one. Okay, let's see. There's one on November 7th, November 8th, 11th, 15th, and then skips a whole month to December 15th. So these are the dates that I was uploading them to Twitch. That's all it is. So it's really not that. It doesn't matter. It really actually doesn't matter. I think I'm going to just upload them all today. I'm going to public them. They were scheduled. Well, no, I guess, I don't know. Like, there's something, to me, it is kind of cool. Like, there's something cool about having it come out on the same day some odd years later. So I was like, okay, you know what? Fine, I'll keep them scheduled. It sounds like I'm stressed out about it, but I'm tired and I'm just talking. So point being, I don't want to wait though. I don't want to wait an entire year to start uploading or to start publishing VODs. Like, all I have to do is press schedule and then I could sit around. But to me, I don't know, it seems like it would be better. And the reason why I say it is because apparently, ironically, in 2018, it seems as though the majority of the uploads actually started, what do you know, in November. And so it goes, the earliest stream is July 28th, 2018. Then there's another one that's August 18th, 2018. And then I went all the way back, because those are scheduled for next year on those days. Because right now we're in 2017. You know, I mean, I'm not going to even put a visual. So if you don't know, if you can't get what I'm saying, then just forget it. But I'm saying that there are uploads from 2017 that I'm listing this year on the same day, 5 or 7 or 8 years later, whatever the fuck, from 2017. And I'm thinking of waiting. That's converging with my actual VODs from 2018 because they happened around the same time. And I'm just saying that I don't feel like waiting, or I don't feel like spacing the uploads out that much. I feel like I just want to get it over with. So, or I just want to schedule them all and get it over with. So I'm okay with just letting a few of them be offset a little bit. So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to let the 2017 ones upload however they're going to upload. But as for the rest, So there's going to be a couple earlies, which again, it's like it doesn't matter. But again, I'm just saying it just because I want to. So there's August 18th, August 21st, August 22nd. 2 of those are blocked worldwide. You're never going to see them. Unless you want to call me on Discord, and then I can share my screen and you can watch the whole VOD. $10. So then there's okay. Then there is some streams from, one says 2019. I'm not sure, I feel like it's not supposed to say 2019. It says it was archived 2019. It doesn't say the actual date. So see, there's some of these are just not kept perfectly, and that's, you know, what do you expect? But generally, we're in 2018, and it starts in November. Like the one I'm looking at right here, Final Fantasy, quote, episode 1. It's a 3-hour stream, and it was November 1st, 2018. And then the same day, there was a 6-hour stream, Final Fantasy. And then on November 8th, 2018, apparently, I was uploading Red Dead Redemption. Again, I think these were actually just Twitch uploads. So they weren't streamed on this day. I don't actually know what day they were streamed on. It's not in the description. That's when just I streamed them, and then I downloaded them, and then I uploaded them to Twitch at a later date. So it's like I really don't know when the fuck these came out, or when they were actually streamed. And it's like it becomes a thing. It's like it doesn't matter. Does it matter for what I'm trying to do at this point? If it's gonna be this confusing, it's like, does it even matter? So 2018, and then depending upon when they were archived. When I started actually actively archiving stuff, I'm gonna have to delve a little bit further to find that out. But I guess my point is that to me, everything is so jumbled in the beginning in terms of, because there's a combination of streams and a combination of literal videos that I was uploading to Twitch that were not like highlights, they were uploads. So for example, I would do like Subnautica or whatever, and then after that stream I would download it, and then I would upload it back up to Twitch as an upload, you know, as its own, as a video or Twitch video or whatever the fuck, like a year later, or just whenever I got around to it. So we never really know. We don't know when that happened. I just kind of know when it was, when I uploaded it. So it's become a little haphazard. I kind of knew this was going to happen, but now that we're already into November, I'm just kind of thinking of like, I just want to match up as many dates as I can, and I'll be happy with that. So I guess the sacrifice that I'm going to make here is like, you know, I want it to be in order for the most part. In the order of, at least the order that I uploaded it in to YouTube earlier this year. So I am going to keep most shit scheduled as it is, but as for like the streams and whatnot, I'm just going to fucking click public until I start seeing VODs that I'm like clearly like in my head, like, okay, this one was this one was one where you can see the date that I streamed it, and then you can see the archive date or whatever the fuck. And again, it's like I don't even know when I started logging that information, but I guess I could go page to page and find out. Let's see. I bet it probably wouldn't be that hard to find out. Just go a few pages to the left, perhaps. So a lot of these, it says when they were archived. Yeah, a lot of these were archived a whole year later. So they were just literally uploads. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So like 2019. This is, here we go. 2019, March 1st, 2019. It was a Minecraft stream. And it was archived on Twitch on March 15th. And funnily enough, it was uploaded to YouTube 6 years later on March 30th. So that stuff, I guess I'm kind of saying, like, I'd like to March 15th, or I guess March 1st next year, that's when I want that video to be published, and etc, 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 like so on. I guess it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. But I guess I'm just saying there's just going to be some jumbling, and a lot of shit's just going to be, and it's like, again, this is such a thing where it's like, if I was, you know, it's funny. It's like so simple. If I was watching, or if I was looking at the channel, I'd just be like, oh, they're random. But it's like, no, that's the thing. It's like, they're not supposed to be randomly uploaded or whatever. Like, it's like nostalgia or whatever. It's supposed to be in order. But unfortunately, I just did a haphazard job archiving them when I was a kid, because I was a kid and I didn't know that I even wanted to archive stuff. I just happened to be doing it. So there's going to be some like kind of rapid publishing of a bunch of videos, or a bunch of videos that are just VODs or whatever the fuck. And it's kind of just going to sort of happen until I get to a date that kind of is starting to align with stuff. And then at that point, it will just be whatever day that was streamed, that's the day that it was that's the day that it gets published, you know, 6 or 7 years later, which is, I think it's pretty cool. You know, I like that. And then it will take like 5 years for all of the VODs to come out. So it's kind of just like a self-uploading YouTube channel until the channel gets removed. All right, so anyway, totally pointless rant. I don't even know if I'm going to go through with it, because like I'm still looking at them and I'm just like intimidated. I'm just like, what am I even looking at? It's so confusing. But I think maybe that'll just be as like the ones that confuse me at all, I'll just fucking click publish. You know? Because I don't want to fuck around. I just don't want to fuck around. And to be honest, it's like, even though I'm not going to be the one watching the VODs, and you know, no one else really is either, it's like, in a way, there's still this kind of feeling where it's like, well, it would still be nice to get them out sooner, right? Than wait a whole fucking year just to align with it, a day that isn't even the day that it was streamed. It's just a random day, basically, that it was uploaded to Twitch again. So it's like a re-archive of an archive re-archived on YouTube. So it's like there's a lot of meta things happening there. So anyway, and I'm always just looking at this because I've been ignoring the channel, and I've been hoping kind of that, like, because I've been doing all sorts of other shit, and I've been kind of just hoping that, like, you know, that the day is yet to come where I need to start actually scheduling them all. But it looks like we're maybe a little late. And not only are we a little late, and by we I mean I, but also it's just disorganized as fuck, and it's not gonna happen perfectly. It's just not. I don't really know how to make it clean and smooth. So it's just gonna be what it is, and it's just gonna be, it is gonna be really random dates, probably a lot of which aren't even in order or whatever the fuck for a long time, and I'm sure no one gives a single fuck. But the whole point is to eventually publish all of my Twitch VODs to this channel, And the only reason I'm talking about it right now is because, like I said, I've been ignoring the channel, and for some reason I just decided to click on it. I think I decided to click on it to finally face it just like a half an hour ago. And then I was looking at it, and I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't even realize that some of these are already being published. Like, I totally forgot I scheduled a bunch of uploads already. So I have a bunch of comments from people, surprisingly, which is funny to me. That people, I guess, have actually been watching these as they're coming out, because, like, I'm not even present for it. Like, I'm not even checking. So to anyone who decides to sit through this, potentially, because, like I said, you know, some people commented, it's like, there you go. So thanks for caring, and this channel is about to be filled over the next like 5 years, very intermittently, very often and much, and often and such, with a bunch of fucking video gaming and nostalgia. It's gonna be kind of cool, I guess. November 8th, just in a few days, Pluribus episode 1 will have come out. and Red Dead Redemption 2018 episode 5 will be right around the corner. Okay. Anyway, yeah. I mean, it's just kind of funny because it's like this video is gonna be kind of one of the only one-offs ever. This is just it. Like, I guess I could randomly upload to it, but it's like, for the most part, this channel is literally just basically a recycle bin or a trash can where there's only one purpose for it, and that purpose doesn't really involve me actually actively sort of being a part of it, which sounds weird to even say or think, but it's like, I'm never gonna. This is probably like the last video. This video where I'm talking right now is probably the last video that will be like a modern, like, current day, happening right now, hello. And then after this, it's like, welcome to 6 years ago. And then 6 years from now, if YouTube still exists and if this channel still exists, I guess we'll see what happens then. Then we could time warp. You know, I'm sure I'll decide to start streaming again at some point. I mean, I don't know. It's funny because it's funny I say that, like, I was actually just thinking about streaming in general with alt accounts and whatever, and it's just like, I actually kind of feel like I'm at a state of my life right now where, like, I'm seeing the purpose of streaming less and less. Like, it's starting to just seem a little bit like dystopian and foreign to me. Like, I have nothing to offer, you know. I just, like, I have not much to say. And it's like, I'm tired of being funny, or like, I'm tired of being a person who is symbolic to someone else, you know. Like, I have nothing. I feel like I have nothing left to offer. I'm more just to myself nowadays, you know. But and the thing is, it's like, there's so many streamers who fucking, like, I was in a guy's stream today. I don't watch Twitch anymore, but, you know, there's been so many reprisals in my life lately, and sometimes just, like, past things in my just get, like, freed up, and I'm like, you know what? Let me go click on this dude's stream. I went in a dude's stream who I haven't been in his stream in like 5 years. I used to watch him play Osu. He was like my favorite player, and I just said, like, hi. I just, like, said the Vohoyo emote, and then I just, like, said something about his Osu skin, and he totally fucking ignored me. And then I realized, I was like, oh shit, this dude used to ignore me. It wasn't it was like so blatant. He was talking to everyone else except me. And then it lit up a memory, like it lit something up in me. I was like, yo, this guy used to do that same shit 5 years ago. What the fuck? Like, is there like a grudge? What the fuck is this? But I mean, anyway, that aside, it's just I find that kind of funny. It's like odd. It's like as if I left some kind of impression or whatever that somehow lasts. It's like I don't even think this guy remembers me, and he still ignores me. Because then I went back to a stream again today, and I just said something just for the sake, just to confirm if I'm like crazy, and he fucking ignored me again. So besides that, it's like that guy streams Osu, and he's basically been streaming Osu for 5 years. And I say 5 years because I stopped streaming at least 2 years ago. At least 2 years ago now. And so he's really just been doing the same thing, being a boring fucking dude. Like, okay, no offense to him, but I'm just saying, like, what am I gonna do? Go on and fucking play, like, what am I gonna do? Go on, like, so, hey guys, today I'm gonna be playing fucking what's that one game, City Skylines. Like, that almost seems like the kind of game I would play now. It's like I'm not so crazy about that as I once was, where I just want to share my screen. It's like that's one thing I kind of loved about streaming. I was thinking about that the other day. Is like I think one of the reasons why I really developed an attachment to streaming is just because I really wish that I could show people what I see. And I thought of the reason how I arrived at that was because I was like looking up at the night sky a couple nights ago, and it was super windy. I think it was Halloween night. And I looked up at my street, and I saw like headlights kind of coming down the road. Like, I didn't see the headlights, but I saw the light shining. Headlights coming from on the other side of my house. I was in my backyard, so I was in my backyard looking into my front yard, and I saw the glare of lights kind of like fading in, and they got brighter and brighter, and all of a sudden the wind picked up, and in the lights I just saw these leaves go into kind of like a hurricane of like just this beautiful swirl, and they all shined, and it kind of looked like debris. You know, it was like such a sight, and I was like, wow, I'm never gonna see that again. And then the car flashed by, and then everything went black again after it passed. And I was just like, you know, I swear there's no camera that can capture what I just saw the way I just saw it. But I so wish I could have like seen that with someone else. And then I was just kind of pacing around, you know, it was like the middle of the night, and I was like, you know what, I guess that's why I like streaming, because it's so fun to just, it's such a good feeling to me to actually show people like the closest thing that I experience. Actually what's one of the few beautiful things I think about streaming. Streaming's kind of ugly, or just what it's become, especially, I think is become something kind of ugly, in my opinion. But I think there are very few beautiful things about it, and the sort of convening of experiences is one of them. It's a highlight. And I've been streaming for fucking 10 years. I've been streaming since 2013, really, technically. I've been doing streams since 2013, and I started doing it like consistently in like 2016. So, give or take. And I don't want to quit. I don't want to quit streaming. I'm just saying, like, I'm in a life state right now where it's like, um, I don't want to be that guy who plays Osu for 5 years straight. I'm sure I think he plays CS, he plays a couple other games, but it's like, bro, this guy goes live like every fucking day. And he's been doing that while I have been gone for years. It's like, I've been gone, I've been living my life, and all sorts of things have changed. But this guy, he's still just fucking playing Osu every single day. And it's like, if you enjoy it, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like, at a certain point, you kind of run out of things to fucking, like, say or do. And you just turn on the stream, and you're just playing a game, and you're just kind of sitting there, and you're just quiet. Like, it's not interesting to anybody. It's not interesting to me. And I don't find it interesting as a viewer. Like, plenty of experiences can be made, don't get me wrong. Like, plenty of good memories or laughs or whatever. But I guess it's like, I don't even play games that much anymore because I wish I did, but I just don't. I just do all sorts of shit. And I'm busy. I'm always busy with, like, my next goal. Whatever it is. It's always obscure. Like, I have very vague ambitions. It's hard to even describe what I do with my life. But I don't stream. And I don't play games. I wish I did. But it's me scratching myself. Even if I did, I guess I'm just saying, like, I don't have much to offer. So I do miss streaming, but I don't think about it that much. Like, it doesn't occur to me that much. And I feel like, I guess maybe if I ever feel like being funny again, if I feel like I can be funny again, but I just don't feel funny. I don't feel interesting. And what's funny is, like, lol, I am really just, when I'm talking about all this, I'm actually just referring to my alt channel. Like, I barely have memories of even streaming on my fucking main, which is funny because there's so much more of it. But you gotta think, like, with the whole damage thing and that meme and everything, it's like my memory just started getting really clouded. And it's like, I don't know what the fuck happened. Okay, everything got weird and so much more obscured than I would have ever dreamed. So that I kind of am glad, actually, that this turned into a. That's why I kept talking. That's why I'm ranting, because I want to. Like, I'm glad that this turned into more than just like a logistical thing. So again, if anybody for some reason watches or listens to this, it's just gonna be a black screen. There's gonna be nothing. It's just black. This is a very classic Spiffy video. Then, hope it was swell for you. Hope you maybe got something out of it. I don't fucking know. I don't care. But, I guess, like I said, it's like I'm always just, the whole reason I'm doing this is because I like sharing. I like sharing my experiences. I guess I'm just kind of lonely. And my way of unlonelifying myself is through social media. You can show people what you see to the best of your ability without just giving them your fucking Jeepers Creepers eyes. But the next best thing is better. It's like having someone there with you, like having a person, maybe a signif to experience things with you. When you see a shooting star, you can easily go up to your phone and message a pal and be like, dude, I just saw a shooting star. Or you could turn on your stream before it fades away and everyone can spam pogs in the chat. But it's like, that's a beautiful thing, but it's, again, the next best thing is better. It's just, it'd be nice to actually just have someone to experience things with, so that streaming wouldn't have to be a thing that actually ultimately, like, what it ended up doing was like seemingly filling a bit of a cavity in my life. Perhaps. I'm not saying it's really a bad. I'm not trying to say that it's really a bad thing necessarily. I'm just saying, like, I guess I'm just saying that, like, I don't really feel like I am interested in the lack of precision and accuracy that streaming provides nowadays for me to be able to share my experiences, like what I see with someone else. Like, it seems like the disconnect of the fact of, like, if you were to stream a shooting star and the chat goes wild, they're like, we all saw that together. It's like, yeah, but we also kind of didn't. Like, I was here, I was watching it, and my eyes saw something different. It was different lighting, it was different temperature, it felt different. I was there. It would have been nice if someone was just there with me, but instead it was just a chat. And it's like, so, and that's its own thing. There's a definite beauty to that, and it's valid, and it's great, and it's fine. But I guess I'm just saying, like, I don't really have anything to offer to that side of things right now. Like, I don't want to endorse or give in to the digitized shared experience right now that streaming will induce and provide. So I have nothing to gain from saying, hey, look at my gaming screen. And I certainly don't feel like an interesting or funny person right now. But that could fucking all change tomorrow. Who knows? Guys, tomorrow I'm doing a stream on my main. You know, just because I'm saying that I don't want to stream anymore or whatever, I'm going to fucking do a stream on my main, and I'm just going to be like, I'm going to talk like Walt Jr. the entire stream. And whenever people like are like, dude, what the heck, like, what are you doing? I'm gonna like fart. Okay. Yeah, all right. So I feel like that got a little, like, I'm not sure if I got what I was saying across, because it's like, this is my first time even articulating it. I don't know if I could try to, like, summarize or simplify it all. Can I? Maybe I could take a stab at it. Like, so streaming is kind of hollow compared to real life experiences that are shared with people in person, and I just don't want to give fruition to that side of things in my life right now, because I feel like I just have, not because it's like straight up sucks, but just because I feel like I have no energy to offer it at this point in time. So, yeah. It's been nice showing people almost what I'm seeing, or almost what I'm feeling. Everyone's perception is going to be different, you know, even when you have someone with you, they're seeing a slightly different tinge of a shooting star than you are. We know this, right? I think it's funny, I say we know this, but it's like, actually, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think a lot of people actually don't ever think about that. Just the fact that, like, you know, it's a very simple explanation. It's like, you could say the color yellow and I'll think banana and someone else might think like lemon. You know, or just literally people's eyes are different, or people's nerves are different. You know, everyone has like a slightly nuanced life experience. But I also just think, like, nothing beats life, I guess, because it sucks so much cock. Can't beat it. Can only suck it. So, what? Yeah, alright. Slogan of the year. Till 2040 is when these fucking VODs will be done. Thanks for... If you're one of the people who ever was in the streams, congratulations. And thank you, I guess. Hope you have a nice time rewatching some of them. Maybe. If there's one that you're thinking about, you're like, hey, oh my god, I remember this one stream he did where he screamed gay. If you know the general date, just hop into the... click on my channel and go on playlists. And they're all... everything's there. It's just unlisted. So this video is just about me publishing all those. Which are really not that important. But I hope you have a swell day. And I'm glad I was able to say some words for 40 fucking minutes. God. And, yes. Perhaps I will literally throw in little Easter egg videos that are like, you know, post VOD, like, that are just videos that have nothing to do with the VODs. That would be funny. I would like that. That would be funny to do. Anyway, I'm gonna try and upload this today, which is, it's the 4th. I was gonna go to bed like an hour ago, over an hour, like 2 hours ago, because this took 40 minutes. So, but alas, here we are. I'm gonna fucking light up a candle and sniff its fucking cooter. And tomorrow I think I'm gonna start publishing some shit, and then get this train rolling, whatever. So enjoy if you're going to, or I appreciate you stopping by, or whatever the fuck. It's like this. It's a bunch of 7-hour videos. You like, I have no expectations. You enjoy it how, like, do whatever you want. If you want to watch 5 seconds of it and leave a comment, that's fucking great. You know, maybe I'll show my Twitch VODs to my grandkids someday. I probably can't even have kids, let alone grandkids, but what the fuck? Shout out Darius. But alright. Yeah. I'm gonna click, I'm clicking around right now. I'm gonna click stop on this video.